Hey everyone, this is Keith L. Jones, and I would like to welcome you to tonight's Hangout with Avail Pros Leaders. And it's my pleasure to have you here today. Like always, you could be doing a million and one things, but you chose to hang out with us and learn how to improve your business. With that being said, we at Avail Pros, we don't like to take too much of your time because time is money, and we're all trying to increase our money. So, with that being said, I would like to introduce to you our first presenter, my business partner, someone I could call a brother, a friend, and a mentor, Mr. Andre Campbell. Andre, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Keith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. The hangout is yours.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Hey, first want to definitely thank you, brother, for everything you're doing, helping the team. We're making big things happen. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand we are super excited. Welcome to our hangout. As Keith said, we're going to be short and sweet and give you some powerful information to really help you get off to a fast start and take your business to a whole new level. And hopefully everyone can see my screen. Hopefully I'm coming through clearly. You can see my screen. Keith, can you see me there? Is everything good?
Yes, sir, I can.
Great, awesome. Well, what we want everyone to understand, this system, this business is very, very simple. And once you learn to master a few basic techniques, you can help more people and earn more income than you can ever imagine. Now, I also want you to understand one of the reasons a lot of people don't have a lot of success is because people tend to overcomplicate a simple process. All you're trying to do is to get people to take a look at your opportunity. That is it. No arm twisting, no begging. You're simply a professional sorter looking for those who are looking for you. People who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. People who want to go from being average to being extraordinary. Very, very simple. Now, in doing that, one of the most powerful techniques and ways we have is something called the power of edification. Now, the reason the power of edification is so powerful and it works is very simple. Think back if you and someone, ever had a debate or perhaps even an argument, and then a third party, someone who happened to be there or was listening, said something and you said, wait a minute, that's the same thing I just said, you know? And the person you're having a debate with agrees with that person because sometimes hearing it from someone other than you just makes a lot of sense to people. That's how we are as human beings. So once you learn the power of edification, how to edify someone in your team, perhaps a leader, perhaps your sponsor, perhaps even the system, once you learn how to edify that, you're going to see that this business becomes very simple and fun, and it becomes very duplicatable. Now, here's what happens. Most people, they join a program, and I want you to understand, amateurs join and professionals launch. So you're a professional, you're launching your business. Now, what happens is many people begin, talking to friends and family, people they know. And I want you to understand that's one of the best places to begin because these people already have some type of relationship with you. A lot of people want to go out and conquer the world, conquer the coal market. They want to go get this person, or if I could just get that person in my business, or if I can get TD Jakes or Oprah Winfrey. Begin in your circle, begin in your warm market with the people you want to help, the people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Even if these people weren't open before, even if you did things in the past, listen, things always change. Situations changes. Someone who may have not been open yesterday, you'd be amazed that same person may have a whole different outlook today. So what happens is, you begin launching your business and you have your prospect, friends, family, coworker, perhaps someone you work out with, you go to place of fellowship with, someone you know. Now, you and this person may have a certain level of trust. You may drive a Honda Accord, and they may drive a Honda Accord. It's usually people that are in your circle. Once again, people you know. Now, the thing is, with a lot of friends and family and people in our circles, which is called your warm market, they may trust and like you as a person. However, they may not trust your business sense. And the reason is you may not have that level of success that, a lot of people are looking at. Or you may have tried things in the past that didn't work. They may even say, hey, you know what? One time you were selling coffee, then you were selling vitamins, so they may look at you as not being successful in the industry. So the way you get around that and use this to your advantage is you want to edify use the power of edification. Now, you can edify our system. And the system is, which Mr. Keith Jones is going to go into a little bit, after this, is what really works. Once you understand how to use this system, and when we say system, that stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. System could be everything. It could be our websites. It could be our Facebook groups. It could be your sponsor. It could be someone your upline. This is what we call our system. Everything is contained within it. So what you're going to do with your prospect, you're going to edify and say all these great things about the system or the person who's going to do what's called a three-way call for you. Now, three-way calls are very, very, very powerful because when you do this with your prospect, when you edify, your prospect now will have a level of respect for the system or the person who's going to do a three-way call, one of the leaders or your sponsor. So once again, you and your prospect, you have a level of trust. However, they may not trust your business sense. You edify something outside of yourself to third party. Now your prospect, when you connect them with that, they have a level of respect because you have professionally edified the system or someone on the team. Very, very simple, very, very powerful. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is, you can grow this business right from your cell phone, just simply utilizing the power of edification and doing what we call a three-way call. Very, very powerful. We have people earning incomes right now who don't even use the internet. All they're doing is using their phone, because once you understand that if you sponsor just one person, and you do three-way calls with that person, and now that person sponsors one person, you've just expanded your market. Their warm market now has come into your market. So your market is expanding. And once that begins to happen, very quickly in your city, state, country, all around the globe, your team now begins to grow with the power of duplication because you're teaching other people to do the same simple thing. Do you realize almost everyone has a phone right now? I even saw a bum on the street the other day. He had a cell phone. Everyone could pick up a cell phone and get people just to hear some information that can be life-changing. Now, what I want you to also understand, on our team website, availpros.com, is where you can find all the information to go over and how to do a very effective three-way call. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that very quickly. And you'll go to our website, availpros.com. When you go there, click on the living room. What you want to do, you want to come down here and you want to download right here the three-way call script. All you have to do is utilize this three-way call script. Very simple, yet it has some very powerful psychology behind it. I guarantee you, when you utilize this three-way call script with the information on our 7 steps that Mr. Keith Jones is going to show you, you are going to have success. It's a universal law because there are people who are always looking for opportunity, always looking to change your lives. The key is for you to learn the power of three-way calling and edification, and you'd be amazed at how this works. And do you realize your phone will begin ringing from someone that you sponsored. You're doing three-way calls with them, then they begin doing three-way calls with someone else, and so forth and so on. And your team just begins to explode. This means your weekly income right away becomes significant and begins to explode because you have big time duplication going on in your business. So very simple, yet very, very powerful. The power of third party calling and edification and using the three-way call script. Very, very simple. As leaders, we make sure we have our three-way call scripts on us all the time. I keep mine in the glove compartment of my car because I'm always on the phone doing three-way calls. And what you're going to notice in that three-way call script, all you're doing, if you're the expert, you're just simply inviting people to take a look. You become the expert on that call, and you're simply inviting people for your partners or your people on your team to take a look at the opportunity, at the business, and you can invite them to our conference calls, our websites, our different marketing systems. This is one of the most powerful yet most overlooked part of really launching and exploding your business. So definitely make sure you use these tools. We have other ones, but this is a very powerful one to grow your business. And as always, I'm willing you prosperity in life and in business. Back to you, Mr. Jones.
Wow, awesome. Way to break down the edification three-way call script and letting people know where to gain this information. I know you're a busy person, Mr. Campbell. You're traveling from Florida to Atlanta to go to our national convention with our phase 3 program. So please take a lot of pictures, take a lot of notes, and let us know what's going on after the convention with our phase 3. I'm not going to say any names because this is not about a company, but I know you want to do your due diligence for us. So I do salute you, my friend, and have a safe flight. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump into my part, and what I'm going to go over is our 7 steps to success. So give me 1 second, and let me get prepared to make sure I have everything up. Give me 1 second. All right, great. And Mr. Campbell, before you leave, just let me know if you see my screen. You see my screen, sir? Do you see my screen, sir?
Yes, everything
All
is
right,
good.
great. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, what I want to do is basically go over the 7 steps to success. All right. Like Mr. Campbell said, a lot of people join businesses and they overcomplicate things. You know, I've been in this industry for a short amount of time, and I wish I would have been able to just, lock arms with a team or a mentor that just showed me, a simple system that works. However, I do not fault my process, my learning curve, because now I've been through a lot of stuff and I'm able to teach from experience, not just what I believe can happen. Okay. So with that being said, all I'm going to do is just jump right into it. Hopefully you have some notes. I mean, a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen so you can take notes. I'm going to go over each one of the 7 steps in depth. They're not long, they're not hard, so it's not going to be too long. Okay. So, like Mr. Campbell said, a lot of people start a business, but they don't launch a business. So, soon you start with your business, what you should do is number one, see what I've been doing with because I'm teaching people how to do the 7 steps. I recently start scheduling a training time between 15 to 30 minutes after I sign up a new business partner slash family member to go over these 7 steps because I don't want to tell you what to do. I want to show you what to do so you have no questions about how to launch your business. So, step one is to write down a list of about 20 people you know that will love an opportunity to make extra income in their spare time. Well, you might say, Keith, that's hard. I've been in different businesses and things of that nature, and it didn't pan out. Listen, The owner of Kentucky Fried Chicken, the original owner of Kentucky Fried Chicken, he actually didn't get his deal until he was about 70 something years old. So, he just left. He built something that he left to his family that created generational wealth. And with our system and what we're doing now, that's what we're doing. We're creating generational wealth. All right. So if you honestly believe that you don't have 20 people you could go to, we need to really start thinking about who we surround ourselves with. Okay. But I'm gonna give you some tips to where you can find these 20 people. All right. The first place you can find these 20 people is something that you have on you every day. Most people go to sleep with it. They don't leave the house without it. And that's your cell phone. Most people have over 500 contacts in their cell phone. All right. So all you got to think about once you're going through your contacts in your cell phone, a lot of us work with people that say, you know what, I just need some extra money, or I'm looking for an extra job, or I'm not making enough money to pay for my expenses, or I'm always spending my money to pay for my expenses. There's so many key phrases and words that people might say or might have said to you that came up in casual conversation that you could start writing these names down. All right. So your cell phone and your contacts, that's one place. If you're on social media on Facebook, we go through the news feed all the time and see, individuals say, pray for me, I'm looking for this job, or pray for me, I got a job interview, or things of that nature. Go on Facebook and start writing down names and numbers of people that that's business minded, that's looking for opportunity to generate more money, and just needs a second chance of doing something in their spare time. Facebook, we come across family members that just lost a job. We come across, unfortunately, family members or friends that just got out of incarceration, that always say, you know what, I just need a chance. No one's hiring. Put their name and number down. It's so many places that you could just find people. Just start doodling. We're in different organizations that we in. I'm a part of a Greek fraternity, and I came across one of my sorority sisters that found me on YouTube. She didn't even know I was a excuse me, she didn't even know that I was a her fraternity brother, but it came up in casual conversation, and that just brought our bond even closer because we have something in common. You have things in common with a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen. And again, all we're asking you to do in step one is write down your top 20 people you know. If you have more than 20, so be it. But the key is to at least write down 20 people that you know. All right. And that's step one. All right. Step two. Now, once you write these individuals' names and numbers down, now it's time to schedule a time and day to give them a call. All right. So first and foremost, what I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to piggyback off of Andre a little bit. I've been using this strategy for the past week, and it's been working, tremendously. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to start calling these individuals an hour before our conference calls, Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Standard Time. Okay. So I'm gonna share with you how it's going to go. All right. So when you call these individuals, what you're going to do is ask them, chit chat with them for a second. Hey, John, how you been doing? Wait for them to answer. Hey, I've been doing okay. What about yourself? John, I've been doing great. All right. John, then you just go straight into it. John, I don't have a lot of time. I'm very busy right now, but I want to ask you a simple question. Okay. Wait till they say okay. Have you seen the new system, which is paying people multiple streams of income? Wait till they answer. 9 times out of 10, 99.9999999 times, they're going to say no. Okay. So stop there. So this is where I'm going to tie it in with the three-way call. So now what you do is you go to Avail Pros in the living room and download the three-way call script. So now what you ask them when they say no, you said, that's great. Well, John, I just found a way for us to make some life-changing money. I want you to hear from one of the leaders in the group. I'm reading this directly from the script. As you see, explode your income with three-way calls. You're reading it directly from the script. Once they say no, you say, well, John, I just found a way for us to I just found a way for us to make some life-changing money. I want you to hear from one of the leaders of the group in the group like I did. They're very busy. However, they agreed to give us about 2 minutes. His name, in my case, it'll be me, Keith L. Jones. And keep going. This person knows 100% of the facts, stands to make a ton of money, loves helping people, and likes having fun. Let me see if I could get them on the phone. Don't ask them, tell them. Let me see if I could get them on the phone. And that's when you click over and call your sponsor, your upline. In this case, it would be me, and get me on a three-way call. However, before you click over, make sure you let your sponsor or whoever's doing the three-way call expert, let them know who the name of the person, if they watched the video, if they've been on a call, or whatever the case may be. Just give them a little bit of information. Once you give them that information, you click over. Now it's time for you to introduce the two individuals. Keith, this is Jane. Jane, this is Keith. Keith is one of the leaders of the group. Edify him, just like Mr. Campbell went over edification. Just make sure, Keith sounds like the best thing since sliced bread. And my job, once I get on the call, is just to get them to take a look at our presentation in return, which is going to be our 9 o'clock conference call. I'm just going to make sure that they agree to get on that 9 o'clock conference call and tell them to get back in contact with you once the call is over. All right. So that's step 2. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, excuse me for 1 second. Step 3. Step 2 and 3 is pretty much combined. Step 3 is to invite them to any of our 3-point shot methods to receive a presentation of our business. If you look right here, the 3-point shot method is internet or social media, training or support webinars. This is one of our support webinars right here, or conference call. Again, within the 3-way call script, we're inviting them to get on a conference call. So we're actually combining 2 and 3 together. All right. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Now, step 4 is to sign up your prospects into your programs. At the end of the conference call, we're going to direct each new person that's on the call to get back in contact with the individual who invited them to the call to sign up in all 3 programs. So that's why we're telling you it's best to sign up in all 3 programs, which is under $200. Now, everyone's financial situation is different. So I understand that some of us can't just join up in all 3 programs. But if you can, it is in your best interest to sign up in as many programs as possible, because you never know, that person that you bring in, they might have the money to sign up in all 3. And if you're not in, one of the 3, they're going to get frustrated or discouraged because you're not in all 3 and they're ready to start all 3. Okay. So again, we're going to point them back to you to get them signed up in all 3 programs. Now, will that work all the time? No. However, they might have a couple more questions. And that's when you set up another 3-way call with your upline and mentor and let your mentor know they have a couple more questions, and let your mentor or your three-way call expert answer the questions for you. All you do is introduce them again, be quiet, and just listen to how the three-way call expert handles the questions. That's time for you to start learning what to say and how to say it. Okay, and that's step 4. And again, after that, we're going to send them right back to you so you can send them your link to your business opportunities and get them started right then and there. Okay, now step 5. Now it's your turn to teach all your new signups how to use how to use the 7-step system. So every time you get a new sign up, it's your priority to set up a training call with them within the first 24 hours so you can teach them to what? Launch their business. See, with the 7-step system, we're teaching everyone how to launch your business. Again, we launch our business. All right. Teach them the same way. I'm recording this Google Hangout. If you need to go over this Google Hangout again to understand what you need to do, I will post this in our groups and in our chat. All right. So now, step 5, spend at least 1 hour daily, 5 days a week, your first 21 days performing these steps. So now, what you're doing is you're learning this, going over the 7-step system. You wrote down your 20 people that you know, your list. You're calling those people on your list every day until you go through your whole list at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so we can get them on the call at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's part of performing the daily tasks. You're inviting them to one of our, 3-point shot methods. You're getting them signed up into your programs, and you're also teaching your new family members the 7-step system. See right there where it says spend at least 1 hour daily, 5 days a week, your first 21 days performing these steps. That's performing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all in one, or maybe one of on one particular step that particular day. But make sure you're spending an hour building your business. Okay. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, step 4 is to simply enjoy your multiple streams of weekly and monthly income. See, as you start performing these steps daily, over time, the first 21 days performing these steps, it's going to be people signing up in your business all throughout your organization every day. One day it might be one person that you brought in. The next day it might be 2 or 3 people. The next day it might be one. However, you're going to start seeing success and enjoying your monthly streams of income simply by following a 7-step system. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not too much more that I really need to go into. It's very simple, but hopefully you learned some valuable information of how to really launch your business and how to teach your team how to duplicate what you're doing. Because eventually, if you got 5 people that you brought in on Monday, from Tuesday to Friday, you're going over these steps with them. The following Monday, it's not just you performing the 7 steps. It's you plus those 5 people, which is now 6 individuals in your organization that's performing these simple 7 steps, which is simply bringing in more people into the entire organization, which will allow you to go directly to number 7 and enjoy your multiple streams of weekly and monthly income. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this Google Hangout. My name is Keith L. Jones, and for Andre Campbell, it is a pleasure to be a servant leader for each and every one of you. However, it's like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So it's now time. We led you to water. It's your time to do your part and drink the knowledge that we're giving to you. All right. So remember, tomorrow we do have a conference call at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I highly suggest that you make it a point to invite 2 to 5 people to that call and hear our message so we can get the ball rolling in your court and we can launch your business. Until tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, again, for Andre Campbell, I'm Keith L. Jones. We'll see you on the beaches of the world. And that concludes this Google Hangout. Thank you and God bless.